Welcome to Power the New You Spiritual Alchemy.
Welcome to my video. Today we're going to be talking about how to connect to your spirit guides using tarot cards or oracle cards. In this case, I'm going to be using an oracle card. So it was brought to my attention by a couple of friends of mine that they would like to communicate with their spirit guides. They would like to get guidance from their spirit guides. Mainly, that's what they wanted. So I am here to answer that questions. How to get guidance from your spirit guides using tarot cards, using oracle decks, like this one, this beautiful oracle deck. So, but I do it differently than a lot of people. Like a lot when people read tarot cards, they have a very specific method. My method is very simple. It's great for beginners, for people who just dabbling for the first time in tarot cards or oracle decks. So this is a very efficient method to get an answer from your guides. To feel like you're being guided, to feel like you're being listened to. Oftentimes, when I began doing tarot cards, I began doing it this way because I needed guidance and I didn't know how to understand the feedback from the universe per se. And because the tarot cards or the oracle decks are something solid and tangible that you have in your hand, you're not relying on your intuition because you're not as familiar with your intuition when you begin doing tarot cards. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so usually for any session, for any divination session, I usually have my trusty pendulum, a highlighter, because I do use the book that comes inside the deck, and maybe some bookmarks. For now, we'll just put the bookmarks away, and let's see the book inside. Okay. So these are the cards. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this is the book. And we're going to be relying on this book a lot to get our guidance from our spirit guides. So this is the book. And as you can see, it has a table of content. There you go. It's a better view. So once a card come out, you're just gonna see what's the name of the card. You're gonna look through it in here. It's very simple. Okay, so let's put this aside. Usually, I begin with an area of my life in mind. For example, before I do my prayer to my spirit guides, I begin with an area of interest. So I made this chart just for you guys. Look how beautiful it is. So an area of interest. So which area of interest in your life should you be focusing on? Which area of your life do you have any questions? For example, every single human being in the face of the earth has to deal with one of these issues or all of them at the same time. So you got spirituality, you got health, finances, and relationship. These four major areas of interest in anyone's life. So I like to begin, before I begin a session, I like to meditate on which area of my life I would like to get guidance on. But today I'm gonna let the guides guide me, basically tell me which area of my life may need my attention. Okay, I don't have a particular question, so today's gonna be we're gonna flow with this. We're gonna flow. Okay, so I'm gonna let them tell me what is it that I need, which area of my life I should focus on. Okay, so we have that. We'll put that in the side for now. There. So I usually, in this point in time, I begin with a prayer. Whatever prayer you're comfortable with, inviting your angels, your guides to communicate with you, go for it, do that, whatever you feel comfortable with. I myself do a prayer that goes something like this. I call upon my angels, my guides, to assist me, to support me in this moment in time. Please guide me to whatever is most important for me at this time. Thank you. So with this prayer, I invite them in. They know they can give me their their opinion or their guidance. I am inviting them in, right? So I'm gonna let them tell me which area of my life needs attention, right? Because stuff happens. Okay, so with this, it goes something like this. So please tell me what's important for me to know. What is important for me to know in this moment in time? What is important for me to know? And just like that, I don't pick cards. I just shuffle, let the cards fly out. In my case, they will fly out. So this is why I use my pendulum in combination with my cards. Okay, so 2 cards fly out. Okay, we're gonna be only taking cards upright. We're not gonna do reverse, only upright. Okay, and hopefully I can do this in a manner that you can see how the pendulum swing. FYI, the way I perceive no with my pendulum is it goes from left to right. If it goes from left to right, then I know it's a no answer. If it goes from left to right, if it goes front to back, then I know it's a yes answer. So just think of like windshield wipes, or when you move your head and you say no, right? Or when you move your head up and down and you say yes. So that's how I get my answer, my yes and no answers. So for this, the first question we're gonna ask is, see if I can do this in a way that you can see the pendulum swing without too much disturbances. Well, maybe I should do this. Okay. Which area of my life I should focus on? Is this conversation going to be about? Which area of my life? Oh, my camera is going. Okay, there we go. Which area of my life is this conversation gonna concentrate on? Which area of my life is this conversation going to concentrate on? I apologize, but I'm gonna have to do it on the side because my camera keeps moving off. Usually I would just put the pendulum on top and I'll ask the question, but as you can see, my camera goes out of focus. So let's do this. Let's do this on the side. Let's just out loud just say one of the areas, beginning with spirituality. Is this conversation going to concentrate on spirituality? Oh, no. Okay, it's going side to side. Is this conversation going to concentrate on my health? Nope. Is this conversation going to concentrate in my finances? Yes. Is this conversation? Every time you ask a question, make sure you stop. I'm just doing this kind of quickly for the video, but every time you ask a question, kind of stop, breathe a little, and then like make sure you center your pendulum. But because I'm talking, and the angle that I am in, it's a little bit difficult. But center yourself and then ask the question. Is this conversation going to be about relationships? Nope. Is this conversation going to be about finances? Yes. So we're gonna focus on finances. Usually, like I said, I would put my pendulum on top and ask my question, but because of the camera and the angle, it's a little bit uncomfortable, as you can see. Okay, so let's put that aside. So we got this. We're gonna concentrate on finances. Okay, so whatever it is whatever it is that this card's is coming up with, it's about finances, my finances. And this, you can ask, is this in my past? Is this conversation in my past? Is this conversation in past tense? Nope. Is this conversation in the present? Yes. Is this conversation in the future? Nope. Nope. All right. So this conversation is going to be, let's recap a little bit. Let's not go too quickly. Let's just a quick recap. So this conversation is going to be about my finances. And I invited my angels and guides to come in. And this 2 card came out. So whatever they said, this is going to refer to my finances. So my angels want me to focus on my finances right now. Okay, in this present moment. So this is not like in the future. This is my finances as it seems in the present moment. Okay, so let's see what they need to say. Okay, let's bring this closer. Hopefully you can see. Okay, the card says prosperity lies ahead. Okay? Which is great. I welcome it in. Okay, surrender to the divine. So let's think for a minute. So this is about my finances, which is interesting, right? And what are they telling me? What are they asking me, right? Like, what are they saying? So with this card is prosperity lies ahead and surrender to the divine. So what may that be, right? So for a beginner tarot reader, this is where you will engage your intuition, or if you're using my method, then you will ask, I understand what this is, but just for the video, let's pretend that we need to go to the book just to get more information about what's going on in this situation. So apparently it's a good thing. Prosperity lies ahead. So could be like almost right now or in a couple of days. Maybe I'm gonna get some money. Sounds great. But it also says surrender to the divine. So what does that really mean? So at this point, you either go to the book, or if you're satisfied with what you see, if you understand, okay, so this applies to my life, how this applies to my life. Am I gonna get my paycheck tomorrow? Maybe this is what they're saying, right? Am I gonna get my paycheck really, really quickly, or am I gonna get a windfall? How does this apply to my life, right? So let's ask Spirit right now. Let's ask Spirit. Should I go to the book for more information? Yes. So which of these cards should I go to the book for more information? I understand the message, but say you don't understand the message, you will go to the book for both of the cards, but maybe they want to say something specific in this situation. So let them say what they need to say. Okay, so for that, do you want me to go to the book for this page? No, we pretty much know what that is. Do you want me to go to the book for this page? Yes. Okay, so for this page, we're gonna go for this page. Okay, and this is just to make things quicker, but say you didn't know, you are welcome to say, Spirit, I don't understand, please guide me, give me a message from the book so it can give me more information. So full moon. Okay, and at this point you will go to the table of content. Let's see, full moon, surrender to the divine. Okay, let's see if we can find that. Okay, full moon, surrender to the divine. What I like to do in this case is, say you're a beginning tarot reader, say your intuition is not, you don't know how to engage your intuition, right? At this point, what I like to do is that I ask spirit, I put my pendulum on top. So I circle my pendulum on top of, let's say, each message. So imagine that this is a section, this is a section, this is a section, and this will be a section. So what I like to do is I like to hover my pendulum and ask, is this the message that I'm supposed to be reading? Is this the message that I'm supposed to be reading? And depend what comes, yes or no, that's what I read. I try to interpret. Okay, so let's do that. I'm gonna do my best to let's just say section 1. Well, this is part of section 1, but let's call this section 2, section 3, section 4. And let's break it down like that, because it's just unfortunately the angle that I am in is not going to let me hover over it and do what I need to do. As you can see, my camera will go in and out. So let's just pretend, okay? So section 1, is the message that I'm supposed to read in section 1. Then you go quiet, let the pendulum do its thing. Is it in section 2, this section right here? Is that the section? Section 2. Is it in section 3? No, it's not in section 3. Is it in section, okay, let me just stop the pendulum. Section 4. Yes, it's in section 4. So it will be this section right here. So what you would do is just read this part. Just read it and see how it relates. Remember, let's not forget, we call upon our guides to support us, give us guidance in an area of our lives, right? So, and they came back with the area of finances, and they like us to read this information. They're giving us a little more information about the situation in our finance life, right? So let me see what it says. This is where you meditate. This is, after you read, this is where you would meditate upon the words. How does that apply to my life? What are they trying to tell me about my finances, basically? With this card, surrender to the divine. That's the card in question right now. Okay. So for this card, it says, the full moon marks the climax of the lunar cycle, making this card something of a power card. The full moon is often the time when answers are given to questions asked during the new moon. And pulling this card at any time in the lunar cycle suggests answers will be coming your way. So, with that being said, if I had questions about finances, basically what they're saying is your questions will be answered in other ways. So it's very it's a very cohesive message if you think about it. So first, we ask a question and they came back with, you got to focus on your finances. And then this card came out, which is about finances. Prosperity lies ahead. And then this card came out, and they like us to know more information about this card. So basically what they said about this card is any questions that I had during the new moon is going to be answered in the full moon cycle. So in other words, if I was praying for money, then consider that a done deal. Which is, and this is how you get messages, you guys. This is how you put the message together. My message is, I'm gonna get some money. Whoop, 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 whoop. So So this is how you get message from your guides. If you're not clear, this is the time to ask more question about this situation. Or if you need more guidance, this is the time where, you'll be like, oh, maybe I wasn't satisfied with the answers, right? But my question that was definitely answered with this one. Apparently it's a question that I had maybe a few weeks ago, or a couple of or a few days ago, whatever. Apparently they're answering it now fully. Okay. So say you don't have a question, just in case you don't have a question. You're like, okay, I get it, I got it, I love the answer, good. So you don't have a question. So at this time, I like to ask, do you have any other important information that you would like to relate, talk about? Yes. Okay. Yes. So I'm pretty satisfied with my answer. So if that is the case, then I will return them back to the deck, put them with the other one, and I'll repeat the process. So please tell me what's important for me to know. What's important for me to know. So they say, ka-ching, ka-ching, you're gonna get some money. Okay. So what's important for me to know at this time? I repeat the question. What's important for me to know at this time? Okay, and I let the cards do its thing. I shuffle as best as I can. Oops, there it goes. Okay. So what cards do we have? We're gonna turn them upright. Oh my goodness. Hey, you saw me. I did shuffle. So apparently they had some more to say about this situation. I'm not gonna put them away. I'm going to take them. So again, prosperity lies ahead. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. Surrender to the divine. Apparently they got more to say about this. Okay. So let's take that and let's see what else they want to say. Clearly, we already know. We went to the book already. So let's ask them what else they want to say. Maybe there was another card they wanted to bring out. Okay, so we'll push those away so we're not disturbing them. Okay, please give me more information. Please give me more information. Apparently, they have something to say about that situation. Please give me more information about this situation. Please give me more information about this situation. Whoop, there you go. What they would like me to know. Interesting. Conclusions are within reach. So, if the message wasn't clear enough, I'm gonna get some money. According to my cards, okay? So according to my spirit guides, it seems like things are gonna go well, and it looks like it's gonna happen soon. I mean, I'm not sure in what moon cycle are we in, but apparently it's going to be answer in the full moon cycle. Okay, conclusions are within reach. So I like to know, what are the conclusions? Like, what do they mean? Let's see. Is my answer in the book? Oh no, they don't want me to go to the book. Maybe shuffle again. Should I shuffle again? Yes, we're shuffling again. So answers are within reach. Okay. So let's see. Please give me more information about this situation. Please give me more information about this situation. Okay. Oh, there goes a card. Okay. So this one is communication is the key. Okay. So they want me to communicate. But this is interesting. With whom? So this is where you got to start asking questions. They want to keep talking, and your job is to is to meditate a little bit on the cards and say, okay, so we're talking about my finances. They're saying prosperity is coming, surrender to the divine, and conclusions are within reach, but communication is the key. Maybe, perhaps, maybe is I need to talk more. I need to talk with them more so I can receive more guidance onto how I can, like I said, surrender to the divine, how I can make sure that I realize this financial situation in my reality, right? Because it's all about realizing the conversation in the cards. It's very like I said, a very cohesive message right here. Communication is the key. So very interesting. Let's put it like this. Okay, so communication is the key. Perhaps I'm trying to think of a question because I'm a little bit at this point. I'm trying to think of a question to ask them. Communication is the key. I'd like to know, let's say, to whom do I need to communicate? Let's just go for it. Let's take this for a ride. To whom do I need to communicate? Should I communicate with my guides? No. No. Okay. Should I communicate with my loved ones? No. Should I communicate in social media? Yes. Okay. So there's an avenue of abundance. According to his cards, there's an avenue of abundance, right? That is, it's ripe, and it will be easier for me to realize it, right? If I go in the direction of social media, maybe I should be posting this video for more people to see, you never know, right? Things like that. Apparently they want me to communicate through the means of social media. And these are the kind of questions that you can come up with. Obviously, it's up to your imagination and up to your situation to say, okay, how does this apply to my life? So this is the subject, finances, and how does this apply to my life as the cards come up? So this is something unbeknownst to me because I did not know about this. I'm looking forward for this, if you ask me. So let me ask them, is there something else? Okay, apparently this is very important. Conclusions are within reach. Communication is the key. So this is something that is about to pay off. If I do it right, obviously, if I take their guidance, it might be post more videos, right? It might be find a group or something. It might be something like that. I mean, so there's prosperity if I do take the action of communicating. Like, don't become a hermit. Just say hello to the camera, hello to everybody. Talk, say something. This is basically what they're telling me so that I can realize this situation. Okay. Is there anything else? I mean, did I understand the message? Sometimes I ask this question because, did I fully understand what you were trying to say to me? Did I grasp the message? So, did I understand? Let's stop this for a minute. Did I truly understand the question? Yes. So I did interpret their message correctly. Okay. No problem. At this point, you can ask. At this point, I like to ask, are you guys complete? Was this the most important thing I should have focused in my life? Nope. They're not complete. They want to keep talking. They're getting their 15 minutes of fame, you guys. So no. Would you like to continue the conversation? Yes. Okay, they would like to continue the conversation. Okay, so let's see what else they want to say. They're getting their 15 minutes of fame. Okay, at least it's good news. At least it's good news. Okay. All right. So, is there any more important information that I should know about? Always set your intention. Is there any more important information that I should know about? Is there any more important information that I should know about? Okay. Okay, let's see. Whoa. Okay. So, I have all these cards. It's like, okay, so this one came in last, this one came in first. And if I'm not sure, I just ask. Use the pendulum. So if you're not sure which one you're going to begin with, just ask the pendulum. Okay, let me turn them. Okay, let's see. Should I read this card? Yes. Okay. So the reason why I asked this is because a few cards came out, and sometimes not all of them are meant to be read. So I asked this question. Let's say, should I? Let me stop my pendulum. You want to be steady for this? Oh my goodness. Okay. Should I read this card? Okay. Should I read this card? No. Okay. So let's put it back. Don't even stress it. Let's just put it and let's see what they want to say. What else they want to say. Okay? So let me show you. This one says, oh, there we go. Look at the bigger picture. Okay. And then this one says, confidence is your key to success. So speaking about communication, obviously it will be good, helpful if you are confident in what you're saying or what you're trying to say, for example. But look at the bigger picture. So don't focus too much on the details. Don't be so nitty picky while you're doing what you need to do. Focus on the big picture. Let other people decide if they're gonna like it or not. Just go ahead, be confident, right? Own your power, go out there, expose yourself, basically, is what they're saying. So, like I said, a very cohesive message. And I hope that you took something from this, and that, and if they said anything about confidence, is that you too should be confident if you can apply yourself when you're reading cards like this. You too can do this for sure. I mean, you saw what I did. I only asked questions, yes or no questions, in combination with the shuffling, and I let them tell me what they want me to hear. I mean, what they need me to hear, basically. So if there's anything to say about confidence, is that we should all have a little confidence and dabble into this, because you too can do this. You can definitely do this. As you can see, I had my message. Apparently it's a very good one. But you too can also do this. If you have any questions about how I get my information, or you have any questions at all, please leave it in the comment, and do try for yourself. I mean, you need to experience, you need to feel the cards in your hands. You need to feel the pendulum in your hands. And it's important that you too also have confidence that you can do this. You can get messages for yourself. Right now, it's very expensive everything is very expensive, right? And if you can get messages like this for yourself, this is a moment of meditation. This is a moment of being with yourself, being with your guides, feeling supported. I didn't know about this. Apparently, I'll let you know how this went. Apparently, this is coming very soon, according to the cards. I don't know what this is or how it's gonna come, but hey, I welcome it in, you know? So you too can feel guidance. You too can have that, you know, maybe I'm not so sure. You too can release yourself from the shackles of insecurity and anything that's been plaguing you, because they know more than you can ever imagine, and it will come up, it will come up in the cards. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you try it for yourself. Please let me know anything in the comment, anything that you like or didn't like, or something that you would like to know more about. So let's wrap this up before they keep giving my whole life away as they usually do. This happy bunch. Usually I like to close with something like this. Let's pretend that we're closing. I will do a little prayer of gratitude. No matter what the message is, I am grateful that they are here with me, that they're, you know, guiding me, that they are communicating with me. I like to let them know that their information is valuable to me, or having questions, unanswered questions. I think that is one of the number one things that causes anxiety in everyone. And if you can do something like this for yourself, you take an afternoon, you take 20-30 minutes, you let them know this is the time that you have. Please come clear. Please give me a clear message that I can understand, in a way that I can understand, right? Trust me, they will be there for you. So do contact your guides and ask them about anything in your life. This time for me was finances. Much needed for everyone watching, trust me, much needed. But as you can see, it was one cohesive message. Okay, so let's close up. Let's close this section up. I'll do my prayer of gratitude. That is also, you know, that's personal to you. Just say something that makes you feel grateful. For me right now, I say thank you so much for giving me the confidence and the permission to spend money, because I love that. More money's coming in, yay. So thank you so much for being with me, to you guys and to my guides. And at this point, I like to ask them, is there any more information that they would like to consider at this point? Let's see what they say. Are you guys complete? Sorry, that's usually how I end. Are you guys complete? And I like to center myself because I've been talking. I'm excited. Are you guys complete with this information? Yes, they are. So they told me what they needed to tell me with my finances. So they don't need to keep talking. I think, you know, they had their 15 minutes of fame. So they don't need to keep talking. So I'm gonna wrap up, and that's it. So we are complete. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope you learned something. And like I said, please give it a try. We all need a little bit of guidance. Thank you so much. And so it is.